Otwa akoyi U10 ebeka kwasesem say ane or spiritual man na human error no spirit. Hey Jimmy Penny Ghana. Obi eku obi o say human error. Abochire no aka say na mo spirit mu na make asa kwasesem no. Hey. I odi wo say odi odobroni frɛ na wo su na o say. Abochire be frɛ ama beche say say odobroni frɛ wo a wo su say human error no. Ade human error or spiritual human error. Jimmy be kura Susuni.
Okay say enye be ye bi na ekunu and enye spirit na ekunu na ye human error
after we try you 10
say na fe de wo say enye spirit and enye be ye no afi akodru human error
and after the spiritual person hey Ghana oh rade me say do machi kunema no say you adagraja omo frɛ no na sa tape no mo na papa no omo to na no on be joy a human error after the ane human me spiritual man o spiritual man ye bo no asem man kwasem kan say enye friends nipa enye honhom bi ne ku no enye beyi bi ne ku no na human error na odobuni frɛ no osu gidigidi no oka say no oka che dey ne see oka say kire o obi episode bu sa asem no amaja gwaja nam no hu na manfo na mo spirit comfort back teacher mo
sunu na spiritual ana
comfort teacher mo ja gwaja mu jiridi yo
eya semo eya
na ka kura say am say no be ka say we your friend say we the deep thinkers and I say omoti asase we say no we deep thinkers say we natural as a human we asem a udwen hu to draw a conclusion or to say me be saying
of am kan asem tro eni obia na nyinyansa se de ati aye kan asem yi o me se wo tia na akora wo nipa beta ke wo so se mitie mu me ne mo na aye adwuma ke nipa do aba beta ke o every so nyansa Unyaza kwa baba atake dia okay.
How is it difficult say nti say onua na ewu, papa na ewu, brother na ewu. Na upese uhwehwe na ekum no. Ana say obi akwakoji body no. Na where do you have to be a deep thinker to do the natural thing as a human being who has who has this instinct in you say who abade who akuma wodo upe nukrebi out of love as a human inti weno do you have to think deep to do the right thing that every human being would do wodo watinka onim papa I don't know I'm not disputing your thing but I'm just wondering. So, whether is it not a natural human behavior, natural human responses? And then me just me so unia uma miewu ubade ufi akwentu maba yes you say nekum yes you say nekum na also me person hwehwem na sabi o brother no on your baby na wo yakeka nsem bebre na oba no bisa say na ma se wa na whatever then nekum me brother then nekum me sister we no is it difficult for do you have to think I'm just struggling. I mean, do you really need to be a deep thinker to arrive at that decision? And that's maybe sana enyano beti ma chere mu kakra because I'm just perplexed. I'm just really perplexed as to why not every human being, every human support this claim sampa. Lumba ewu oba nsem na so many reportage, so many accounts there. Na so ba na o say ebisa no say dem porte na eye lumba. Na we no how is it
of was so tears say me say adwene na da wotiri mu no yeah wo dwene kama ya wasɔre anɔpa wontimi na wabɛtena wɔ sɛ obi awu na ɛyɛ wo yɛ sɛ nipa no onu obi nwene saa adwene no ne de nti na obi timi fa sɛ ka atwa obi ti ɛsɛ wɔde kɔgye sika wobɛtumi ayɛ mebusa wobɛtumi ayɛ nti gyae na wo deɛ yɛnkyerɛ wɔ mu saa kakra na aka no bɛfa ɔmu agyimi deɛ woyɛ dɛn nyɛ ye
Okay, you're making a point. But say nipa that say me fa sika ekum ni nua because nya dia make me okay. Yeah, okay. I think I'm getting where you are coming from. That's right. I'm ucheche.
Ba busuafo e munyini se senka ne mai nso and mama say wa mai se mo no ye mpanifo edi ko mo so sorry no mo se ye pe ye papa baby ye papa da ye hwehwe ye baby ye papa da ye hwehwe de ku ye papa enka mo yiri se no so ka mo a
Pacho, auntie, Pacho, Jaka, the man of Kadobo with him, Bibi,
It's true.
Pacho. It really irritates me big time, Pacho, with all due respect, Pacho. Why?
Yeah.
Ankola we Ghana, Sankola we o me Ghana for ma, let see o Ghana. Anko betimi asori agina.
Debio, niti guarantee no papa we approach here, and so what difference would that make? Does it matter where you live? That you don't care? I don't know.
Enkra no menim sentokwa na omo maame ko no so mo ka sa omo maame nkwa na eko so tokwa na omo nim se enkra dwene o ayi is Kevin as why omo ma se gase se ayi footballer wa we bema pani
Yeah, friend say Mr. Bentley can me dey the ube ka kwa na asem a wan hwe ni ube ka no
because entokwa asebio ayi maame se wa o ginan ewo ewiase abijapade o kunya munti na o na mo nya ma yimani a me ko school we si ba ko no se general wa no to se ade me ko law school o ba ko law school na ye je wa pa japade sankra no de yo okay
Debio ko fi ma ka bi wa ho we
for and dey bisa questions see I hwe to say
pa japade
can be because they are such a disgrace.
Kola ma dem
I think obi mi ni bia ba e form was see offense DJ Links was it say masam fa ni Jimmy free o say den broken no kra no onyina se o nti ansasam ai Africo block Africo mute sa kwa no. Oh,
but me see from nana kwano do se mo fa no patcho me see from why me sere mo yo
yeah Mr. follow me one na me follow
patcho yo me da se yo
follow me follow back yeah nana kwano do a good year.
Good morning, Bishop.
Good morning.
Bianedi.
Nyame adom na we.
Why? Why you me am dey meet you?
Why Chani?
Bentley, what's it or Bentley? Bentley, you know, Bentley, answer, Nana Kwan do I?
Oh, my son is sure. Yeah, I've been robbed for the past 2 days. I've been robbed in TV Crab. Oh yes.
But media when your pressure, me say the pressure was too
Nana Kwan do 1 second. Nana Kwan do 1 second. Why? Bentley, you've been robbed of what?
Exactly, also he's been robbed.
Yeah, I was on my way. I was in central London on assignment, and my bags he cram a crumb for a shim from King's Cross. And my world is crumbled, to be honest. iPad 3 iPads, laptop, sensitive documents and everything. Your very best to make sure say BBC NT for the past 2 days, yeah. It's a very, very, very terrible day for me.
King's Cross is a terrible place.
Yes. So
so busy.
yeah. They are still working on it. You know, King's Cross is one of the busiest.
Very busy.
More working on it.
But was it snatched from you? How did that?
It was snatched. Yes, it was snatched. Yeah.
And you saw the person running away with it.
The way it's here, and I got panicked into me. Who said baby and the panic? I guess the paper brain. It was a very distressful. I guess, to be honest, I don't really want to talk about it with that experience. Yeah, more punching.
Good dear, me patch your casa.
Me fro why.
That's fine. That's okay.
When him say when him di on the man asem ya mokena amama ko me ko hwe video bi ana dropping for so eka asem a wo kan no mo interview na wo kan say di on the baba ya Charlene no papa no no otiase no ko no usuru sa ne ba no za wo chefa nko ne bi e dangerous no usuru ne ba no nti de mo kan na mama adwenya bi si sa interview na na enva 72 days so mo ye dropping for so ye lumba best friend power de na bonu bebre ano no omu cheche mu kan no kan e mana sem se lumba no no kwa no twa no usuru sa ne ba no because bibia ne ba na ko twefo na ko unza wo chefo utia no kwa na pa fon ko free police ama nti no bibia na o se chi no da bi kan chene ma me ne sa ne manyam no o tata papa no na papa no suru ne ba no nti na nya me nwa so mu no betwi mu ni autopsy bia de be bo mdo mba ja to mdo da so papa ewu no ma ba yi no ma se o ma nyini sa no ma dwen yo mo nya 18 years ayen kana se sa na bo chefo nkolate nti no nya me nwa so mo ka se o mo yesa se de
Like, sure, and you're now, Miriaba, and you're now, why?
Sometimes how about it? I'm so much of papa antena. So be sure man, papa is so very busy.
I don't believe it's how better to woman.
And sometimes, most of the times, you know.
Now, if it's not a yanti tenant, then debut. What social influence?
There is social influence. I could be one of my in Subai or the bass I see so.
I know you parental upbringing is about 60%. Parental upbringing is about 60% of a child upbringing. Who the person turn out to be. That is my opinion.
Me first one was 27. And me was 24. Me was 13. Me was 10. Omu nyina otiti omu efie ba akomu omu nyina ye but sometimes a social influencing ewo akola na susu ene ne ban etini mu ewo akola na susu de wo si hu ewiase ne ema akola 10 obetiti omu nyina
parental control doesn't make an impact. I'm trying to get you on what you're trying to say. So let's imagine, say, how will
my friend be neba wonya 18 years. Obakacha me so onye ne kunu ne man na tifi nkola 3 panyin ne 18 panyin ne adwuma ye na nsen ya opa adwuma mo bo ne pa ma ne adwuma onye adwuma na nsen ya no onu ntimi aye apa bekacha ne mama ne papa atro omo family group message say isi ohun se fie ho no is unkept ohun se cabinet ma ye fin ohun se edwaye ne sa nyamanya nti obeye rota nti wano na papa nyina me nya ba ko mu nyina bitwi ahwesi mu nti obeye rota mo te ase ya won te ase omo nka ncho na onye rota mfo bia di nhye so ana be say what nonsense come are you kidding ya kula
na we no ayantati ane ma me de ma no
or the mama ni papa no so mu
I tell you what dem ya ka message no sen ka meeting ga send obi no ahwe me read the message in me soon kra kwala wo am sigana ni akwala be ne be some was say I mean what 10 years some na me na me second papa
in this case is it a kid's natural behavior and I say poor upbringing
be man say me yire no sorry a o no aduane kro ma ne ma ne metena ho o de wo sua de ma ne nye akwala ba ya wo nche ni sie ga na me shen kwala te tru ne de ade bi ye no se obeye go tama ne ma me
so ba wa ba no be ka
mo sie cabinet
router
so monte ase obeye router no o do bi adi be hye so be kaya da di you crop ha o
na we no me no men kan say akura no fort ma me no na antiti ne yi ma me no na antiti ne
as simple as that poor upbringing irresponsible parenthood that is what culminates into this of children.
See, the video.
That's a member now.
You can say piercing. The mamma no, one akulani share kitchen 24/7. One akulani chuchi bathroom all in life. And akulani nyini ye. And Obeka chene mama say mama there would yemene it was an abuser. Enka obi ani bibia me say enkola no omu ankasa wo omu adwen
Debio sa useless words na ye man kola no use na be what is that
useless words
what should the parent do? Should the parent discipline their children, bring them up? What is the abuse there?
Abrochire na ya tete akola no e na akola na ni abie
do house chores. What is the abuse here?
tie house chores enya abuse. But akola no onu adu baby na onya adwene tu ne tirimu na obusa questions na de ewa abontene no wohu ewa abontene ohun no oba be busa questions ah. That's when you're explaining things to akola no
mama DK
who train uba to
DK
well
yes
on say Germany ha omu wo nkra no kindergarten nkra na omu wa ibi wo say ye ko clean abonten outside na omu ayo bia bi picture
and
mo
be picture yeah Holland ye bi
me ba gay o sade na nim o ya ade ase wo opra no aba papa can I help me say ya no aje ono na peso ye o no aye ne kama no ma chensi etu ono ma chensi akoye no we me catch say ana yewe obeye bibia sisi kama ono na sori a obi sisi ne mpa so no aye mensre no men kantre no o ma mensuma no o fili so wo ye edientina Ghana ye wo Ghana for ye usuban bu e so say especially man no titu o tia ne ba no ewum say entia ba wo ha ba ye okwan e fa so ne akora kasa me ma me mu wo mu da me fa ba nkan ne da me fa me san kan ne da but wo ye bibi no ma me ka say me ka kire papa obejai sisi me mo no me lo mi enso ono no pe opeso oni mi din komo more than ne ma me ben na o mu ni mi din komo more than mu ma me mo ne da wo enso e bibi na because we am o ma me am say okay so anya ene mi nto we ma o anu anu obeye ne kama enu nti no enti no mebu o wa ma me fo no so ka ho bi na osimi abuse no e dey what is that because ade na ye nyina akra we what is abi nyini afi no hunu na wo tiatia wo nipam eno na mo pe da bi ade ama mi kan say wo akra no how dare you wona be trem say you o sori apraprafi na ye wo no nyemu anu atena o ba no wu nyini no na ye ne sei eye de ne kodu say wo na o so o hyehyɛ mra ma me na okra what aso say o hyehyɛ mra de akɔpɔ dan na ko hye o mra ofie ede ngina o so ban fie wo do stage ni say o person o trotro sa rota na ne ntempa na ma ye fast me pie ko opo roof because when you say nyansa
and say o ba supporting my with bills
obi ani honoma owo onim oye expert in matete akola bi wo honoma you might be lucky with akola bi ubetimi awon kola 10 omu nyina betete omu the same but bi baba be frema ontie wasem ubetimi anya omu nyina so mbeti wasem
but the issue is that what is the parental control there and
but nyankopon eye wadom ema wunya ayi papa na wada wunyankopon ase because abrocha hanuma ye won ho enkola ni bi won ma omu ye stop na obi am no matter how you try no matter eye den na enkola ni bitimi end up good e be end up bad akola ni su ene ne ban ya wode ba wi ase
auntie Diki auntie train
the child now
forget about training forget about obi any one ma
birthday soon ye see we for the holidays on to share man and pampa on to share man.
I disagree with you.
Man say they all can know what they was saying.
Manana onye mama etwemanso onye mama kura yaka papa so mpa na macho wo se da mama birthday drew ye wan to hwe ama no so de
say it say they who can no mama netete ne ba ne say akola ne me yaka Mama na tete ne ba ne say man on to shame man won birthday.
Open am for 70 na school mu kura.
Eya kulani su, thank you. Eya kulani su. It has nothing to do with the entity yet.
No, near person.
Eya kulani su.
Where so the pa asakora we ya tete pa onim. But on one kasa in nature binu are taking control of the
yeah, that's what I was talking about.
which I want to agree with you some parts. But I am still saying, say, all the children say one to 1 year, the chance of bad, no? The chances will be high. But so what teach you in the right way, not so be a deviant. That is entirely up to the person. But on one person himself, quite when they are so fast, on one casano, on one ni evil nature.
Nana uko bana ubani ekoye kromfo. Na ye wona wo training akola ne sakola ne me kromfo. Na say akola na su ban bia wode aba.
But so say obechusu the path of krono. Onim say is wrong.
Entima mo nka say entity oba tan bia ni wono ma on training ne ba.
Entity there e say entity is
entity e wo ho but enkola na so no omunyina omu agenda omu
child decide to go against entity na on one choice. Entity you cannot take entity out of this upbringing of children. Show I used to get on the bus. I have a son. I used to have a son. I have trained my son how to comport himself. So quiet. You have children. We have mothers with children screaming, jumping, running around. Sometimes the mother will be so embarrassed. Oh, keep quiet. No, keep one thing will feel so keep quiet. One channel. My child is very a wild fear. But I have trained the child to utina public.
Enkulana wo kan person omo how many years? Enkulana wo kan say omo keke omo jump no more how many years?
It doesn't matter how many years it is.
Akola 5 years. Na akola 3 years or 4 years. And compare akola ono aye rota amane mama say mummy clean.
We are talking about
how many years? I know that Moka.
Okay.
Mama example, DK. Me command
from beginning. How do you bring the child up?
Maybe in a refie, ne mano, any kakra. Ba I'm saying penino 20 something, and a kitu woman casano, best 7 years. Na say ketwane ye bibi na papa na ka na ma me na tia no ma me na tia papa no o penkra tia do tade o penk e wo kuro yi abro kire ye eti emre bi panyine ne bo papa ne minim be ma o bo papa ne minim hange edan se na minifu anko bebo ne pa ko bebo no eti me pese me kire se me fafiri ase ho ba bia na papa ne start ye no a na okobuna na maame ne eye anaso otiana na maame so penkra tia no na de pani no ode pani na du sa level no
begins at home
oboni mini mesi mi gina fie onya mi anka obo no pa nko bebo ne pa
onu abo no onu ne papa
kametro ko be gone papa
DK, me kakra because we're more pretty much more of my field as a man of God and also a senior social worker. Let me be very frank. You can't mat it here it will chrome especially in the UK because I had a war. I realize that some of Ghanaians, I'm just gonna be very specific, and sometimes you giant man kakra. No crow because most of the cases that I handle, so that you quite a year, your money be, like. You know what I'm talking about, drugs. When you actually trace and you pin all those puzzles together now. Especially a man, I will not blame a man that much, but man, I know a man more about you so much for more man.
Too much.
That sort of thing. And see, that one has become a concern because I've worked on so many cases and I realized that no, we have to come together. We need to sort something out. Indians are doing very well. The Asians are more some
very disciplinary.
I'm not surprised when they go to the House of Commons. There, maybe could be more because they have this sort of pattern beyond my building. Because one recently, maybe Mrs. Master young guy. very, very energetic, very, very proactive, or both drums were church. So you know, me person me bone day for whatever because I am back. Now, no, as I'm talking to you right now, you me the same kind of app you so. Right now, could you believe say me yes service or say me point because tag Ebon and I.
Okay.
So what you saying? Also drew for by sick, also drew for. So what you saying? And this is a guy who grew up in church. Now you ask yourself what happened.
Can you imagine what happened?
And me say Bentley will grow up in church, you know. Yeah, ne mama ne papa de ne ba church, you know. Enya akola na akofa ne namfofo ede ensamaba.
Now parents say yeah, 24/7. No money fee. Way corner way back. And most of the time the mama no okay, mama so we better make sure for so at any time. Once I say they be a mama no more soft and so what you say or more mano. You know, so it's a very dicey situation. And 2 years ago, my good friend of my pastor, nobody knew, nobody thought, nobody dreamt. Said, well, they know how to join gang. It was school. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. So what you say?
Bentu. To add something to what you are saying,
yeah, go on.
Don't you think, irrespective of say parents, you know, short term, or more time, no, I short because of their work and maybe other social gathering that parents involved with themselves, you know. Don't think as part of their parents.
Now let me tell you something. Okay, let me tell you something.
The kind of friends, they move out with.
Quickly, let me break it down. Let me break it down because I've worked on it for a long time. What it is, and they say, once a year, control kwalana. Sometimes, because I realize, say, mama, papa, no, or my dream, they say. So what you say? When we decide, say, you be my young clan, detention, say, be all punishing, baby. Yes, be all the by airborne. Like, you know what? You my own ball game for maybe a day and I say 2. Or say, mama and papa, they have to come through a mutual understanding. So this is what we want to do. But when the papa will agree, and I say, mama will agree. So what you say? And the SNN confused. They have to work together because mona more tiakwalano. By a basa papa and person tiakwa in a certain way. Na iti be or prana or abuse no. Now my minister, oh, don't worry. Do you understand? When you begin to do that now, it plays a very, very, very impact on the children. And you know, I won't say, okay, me mommy is soft to Hanum, but me papa is a little bit strict to Hanum. Then obviously, no, he or she will take advantage of that. Because when him so call mommy no honor, the mommy will shield him or her. So what you say?
Right.
Yeah. And they have to be on the same page.
Why?
You know, they have to be on the same page to do the job.
Disconnect to
Why?
Disconnect yourself. Why?
But you will say what they make now. So they have to be on the same page.
Yeah.
More yes, Juma now you have to be on the same page. So what you say? Now where you soft to now I was very sad. 5 years ago. 5 years ago, a Ghanaian boy,
you play your role,
very clever guy, and papa you free prison already, but I will pay the last respect. Our banner handcuff gun and 90 gun inside. It was absolutely preposterous. Like, or be paying the last respect.
I have a very, very good friend. Very serious. Ne papa accountant. Ne mama doing very well. Very innocent child. Then a police for Abe ready for you. They are saying, almost no pushy drugs. What a shocker. You go to feel no ampa or the never be sure. Parents don't know. They don't go to the child's room. They don't check anything. They don't spend time. They don't communicate. They just say nothing. Acquire me catch on or be share tag. Say they okay now. And you are telling me that the parent don't feel.
Okay, so
and the parents.
And you say my catch and say you're planning way in the back.
You see the failures.
That is how it's
their responsibility towards the child upbringing.
Because I have enough.
In hostel where the parents, you know, a pampa mukrane fifia a government facility. Just say drugs in Yama and Ucha Sansemen on the parents tenacia, they would accept what they failed. Parental responsibility is key to the success of children. DK, you have to accept that. We are not saying
so Bentry, what you are saying, you know, Bentry, what you are saying, no.
And you Willie Meba. I'm not saying that. I could be a honor, dear, me person make sure money say. Munsu fa blame ma awofo say awofo. akwadaa bi on man the parents here be training akwadaa no, but okwa bontena life now or leading a totally
There are
different than the
exceptions. I
other
agree
two.
with the exception. The exception, and yeah, exception.
Yes,
So, Sister
exception.
Deacon,
And yeah,
Sister
exception.
Deacon,
No.
No, it's exception.
Sister
Why
Deacon.
wouldn't it
And
be
Claby
exception?
or Honor
Sister Deacon.
Sister
Deacon.
but
Training,
peer
not
pressure.
Sister
also
Deacon.
the wrong way. What is
Yes,
Sister
the
Deacon.
exception?
yes,
Because that's not how you
yes.
want your children to be.
Just Mr. Pearson, as I say, your mom and you know, my mother say, I will for baby to me, your mom and your money and your good relationship. No, or a teamwork between Aquana, my man, and papa. No money now or common aim for Aquana. Aquano, a bear or mom best and bear cacrebi. Cacrebi bit me I say, and then the ultimate. Yeah, cacrebi bit me I say because I play obey anything. So that's it.
Play your role. You need to unite with the parent. Now we are
Mr. Pearson,
I know the way are.
the way we see kind of any mother that a heaven through.
No. That
No.
Nobody's saying perfect. No.
This educate dear can say every year Ghana Kurano, Yawagana Kurana, you meet me Pum Kurana that the Cecily bit by Yakurabone. So what I say. Ghana, you could screen obi beko issue obi a sophomore near that the still or cobon house. I'm for people no movie a bit breaky a jump quabond a jump quabond but remove fear.
Now we're not the parents.
Yes, I but you can't do no, you can't do now or put me a cost anti
wrong.
It is DK open say it all about
No.
leave them to do what they want to do because you shouldn't play any role. I don't get your argument here, to be honest. Sir, men chira usora no pa ne so ye wudidi atwetwe chance him sese wudem sese mpa. I mean, do the basic things that a responsible child should do. How to behave in society. How to behave. You said parents shouldn't do that. They should leave the child to grow wrong.
Yeah, Mr. Pierce, my mama typical example. My mom typical example. DK, you find yourself to back school. So what I say. But now no ban will do adolescent age. Now no what me go school. Every crowd about rules sakura wouldn't time of the go school. Boy was so go school so one call. And sometimes I say unexpected check our body school. So body him say Tembia me papa bit me a bemi school anytime be now we careful. But no bit me a chiro say man and me go school. And grade work na time of the go school na sasa.
Uncle.
Time of the
madam police be ready fear.
So what I say.
Police be ready fear.
Mr. Pierce me bo.
The parents no mun ko ni dem wan ko hwe
No, David tie the entire anya say DK anya say one thing you but the point no say akware nim say onya freedom bia ye nyina ya yankolada.
And that is where there's
you people are bullying me, but they are making it. Regardless.
There's nothing
regardless, they what you were doing.
No.
Dicky, may say,
they say the devil find work for the idle hand. If you grab space for your children, the devil will enter. It's as simple as that.
Me say, Opiani one was Opiani wa onim akulatetie. Obiani honum. So we are looking
at I know the Obiani wa watch on
DK, can I support DK for a bit? Just give me 1 minute. Let me. DK, support.
To get good child.
It's a matter of luck.
It has nothing to do with it.
DK, let me tell you something.
Okay,
what you're saying, I can 100% agree with you, okay? Because I handle the same situation. Me, I'm sorry back. Because of the cordial relationship I have with them, so it's like we are family. Well, you say easy or my 5. Okay, the last batch one. Why no ho BB? They said now what kind of the OP BIA mano. So what you have to extra classes here, mano, trainers, new trainers, whatever they are very happy children. But like you rightly said, Jobe go Ashray there Obeko. Okay. He hardly recently had a case with the gun. I mean with
Whenever I watching any this week, I have a goodness yamabra. Why?
Oh, okay.
You have been planning one of the days.
Anyway, thank you so much.
All right.
Say, Brian, but you question more in about home.
No, say come kaje kama tie ni na. Efe be ma ya.
That means what though?
Me tie pa. Efe be ma ya. Efe be so ma efe be so ma anya ade. Because aseme sie ye nya busuan panyi amana amfa ne na nsi ho. Na ye yanka nka aseme be si no. Na ka ba ya ade aka ye huro be ho.
Right. Wait a minute, me nka asimbi. Na me nko. Unim say
Brian, but me mute kakra because I be my feedback one patch.
It got to a point. Trust me. It got to a point. Na ebusua panyin mu nyina na they no my fed up. On say or say obako obako fo nche damfo. It got to a point. Na ebusua panyin kura ni mu ha. That is why you know now I was supposed to travel that week in Ebelumbe, you know. But I have to change my ticket and make sure say a year and 7 with me see no. Because KBS I yensi lumbu. I'm telling you can see lumba. Na ebusua panyini mu aye ha. That is why me support to ebusua panyini. One or me just say no, I will help this man because ekono na ebusua panyini gina no okono. Eye honhom ne konam ko na no ohia support. Kanya sa kan sam ya kan nyina no kaye ntimi nka. Sabre nipa na otimi obu kam kakre busuani a na yemfa ne say we strong a wota ebusua panyini achi ani eben. Now without Eben, no, Yanuntina, Abusha Penny Drum, maybe not a life. Also, honorable Collins, so someone come in, no. Na, and send me woman. Na, a you want a home tit, throw me in Abedina, and to do it. Yanum never says, I'm a Abusha for, I'm a Monchomo, yes, young fear, one in fear, China. Young Kawa Simbla, then we will support that man. So, or Unsi Lumba. And a United dear Hodini, Yansa, a type of penalty. Emma Sebi wodi see lumba because baby ana busha panyin Israel no na emu papa she say one yes strong team a omudi nyansa ene akukuduro ta wachi a bibia ni waka obetimi aye enti ye ho hikura cha busha panyin till now say eba ekokọ ba yina no ye ne play major role ewe yi yonim meetings at dodo a day no lumba yena say I was in charge of security many regional police commander no we have to sit down plan yema bebre I was in charge of security and media ya adwuma ne no ya anya ketua bia o me uti so obi didi honorable Collins atema na ya me ya obi me okay me personally there me say so obi say even menya $500, $200, or even $100, say, what ye lumba, you may be my anti-sikawa, only by crobetting aba, abeka, and met me a baby, I can the obia person because meaning say, Sanami Pesicadia, Kamenyabi, but in Yesica, Yinana Yedi. Incident you might say, and yet say, one yana yedi Yesica, and more just can be yes.
I never mean to know who say a dear boy. Honorable Collins, dear boy. And our boy Ebenezer. Wouldn't him say, or more first press release on the buy and a cosa bring for money, a cosa press release. Wouldn't him say, Sir release no Yakayano, oyi Ebenezer kura for ebusuani mu osi onim Ebenezer no kura
on your part of the family.
yes
Ebenezer.
ye kenka wa say ana all attack Collins nti omo press release omo de ba first press release no it was only for 2 people, for Collins and then what Ebenezer, because omo who say these are the people no omo si omo kan, especially with Ebenezer they crowd omo kan say obi akra nim no e wa abusuani mu onye nua onya hwe de numa ni nua bia be ma bia apart from no brempo man ne ni nua ba no and it did we are one first release on the buy no san crofo mienu we e no mo attack e won
Oh, enti ensem ne de menuaba na emu odin papa empanimfo a no mo yom adweso bebu alumba ye nyina threat messages edidi atem ede bi oni anyontofo a invite omu program na omu asate so mbeba and eduru a wo ha na we afro KSC bebu and so makotwitwa me yele photo say ye ba ye bi kum yele anima say ye be just to make sure say ye na maso oni say eduru bi ana ya mesre say bi no say atwa me bi asura ya na eduru bi na legal wife for omu yes ani ma no omu be di omu program a na e ba say e maso na omu say afa de ye frustrate omu so omu program maso but omu refi ene ma boni a omu ye answer
But it is serious because some of the audience
security meetings
some maka and yama a deter from coming to naka that lumber ye aka everybody will come.
Make us
look at the harm that
it takes empanimfo nana champon kra wanted to kanana champon kra kwanya ma ye na se nana champon and near my corner so messages near my corner so and then the bagel be or to nyum nyina empanimfo na nkomo ba ye nyani paketu anyontofu akuku dam na nka ya da na lumba ewu na sabio kwadwantwi amachi dida ama o se we nyina no enye do bi no omrudo obi o omudo lumba papa they wanted to be there but omu nyina ama no I don't blame them because obi oho a won say omuda so oho they are protecting their niema bi ne hwanim guase enim guase a mekromu de agum me kofefa amanfo makwaji obi ka makotomo na makowia niema ne ade krono ya de me makowia nsa wo shop krono dem people so ni nyina omu kan ya omu de gum anim ase no da so that TikTok ebinom creative platform modin platform yensa omu de midin na atoso enti omu twitwa bad news nkoa na omu de midin atoso na gu ho say we minimo and TikTok ikra untimi strike copyright say YouTube no mo a kawe metimi akọ strike no enso da ho enti wo free say wunye obi a why you adwene say u gina pinti na nya me ka wakoma you can't even speak enso we nyina niam a we nyina egumi so o a omu de atome so Bima no enyi and na boy na back na enkakra me say me onkrofo bi wa me I will personally take them on efa ensemo maka gu me ho afa lumba ayiwe ho na mom the right time will come omunyo ma so ma for mo ho adi but keep a lot of videos me clear me ho yie pa but time no isa for now matome bu kakra me for mo say rapture
Thank you so much, Ohiniba.
Me koma yi mame nka asem bi kakra bi enra menhia asem kakra bi si honom.
All right.
Em say no. Minim saka wo bebusa me ho asem do re busa me.
Yes. You can say ye who say ye nana ayi obi na say empaboa. Na ode me pesa o ma just a brief explanation. Share mo what actually happened.
Okay, the didn't kai medo wase biem so. Em say no BBC na bibi na esi ye no eye lesson me free say dodo no an kope video ni bi no mu ntie no mu hwe on say ye ba ne ye ka menhia asem a ya na nkrofo bi wo ha sabio omu ntie asem na ye ka no what you say omu ntie asem na ye ka no chiame a otumfo tu chiame bi nra wo manhia na minim ne pay na chiame ya ye kana semi otumfo wa chiame bebre wo one of the chiame baako the French chiame Kofinti.
And he's not a chief, right?
No, otumfo chiame a wo so sabio umu oduru ebi okura no ye kuro bi so oye brempon but also what you say we kuro bi so hene kese but when it come to otumfo anim ebi a wo ye ne chiame otumfo ha e wa chiame edumienu 12 achiame na achiame Kofinti no oka ho bi na emze video apopia pa man for the yen say am yakosi say wa ba Ghana okokochia no ma waka say
yes so on ni di asani adenyu
ono anasem on ye tu no nti we enya bibia enya wakochia na we bi onim no wakochia na enya news bia na mom dia na ye news ne say obia ni issue trend ana akofa ne so on say wo hwe the main issue a ya na mbese ye twe adwene so ye di tu na konwa ne so a charges the obi bebo charges ya na yenka asem no a na obi kan tam gu so a na se otwetwen time na se ya na yebo a lesson back when say onfa mo so a asem no waje atum se wudi for but also ati ase enti wo video na otumfo bisa na say okay so o ha adehye no ha fantam ne boss wo he ya but also ati ase ya ne ye one. Secondly, can some name could do baby a drew you? Yate said team legal wife for ne maybe to say ma nana pa koso hene onko that there's so about friend onko. Do you know the reason why I said about him no? Kofinti or can't just say fiku no ho. Or no ojina ho masante hene e obu abasa ho. Tumfu obu abasa ho. Omu nyina ka jase ho. Omu nyina that there's so about so that there's so about group no. Jasi hini ni jade so omu nyina the same jasi for no bi ne sama hene ne ananta hene ne omu nyina county Kofinti ne ho no nso da se de chiame confuse dade so aba no na adehie ni bi akantam agu chiame Kofinti so se onya ade ase onza amanfo se ai na onya ade ase a ayi obi ka so onya ade ase a de na nko odi akonwa ade ka kiro se ebi na asie no omuso wanya ade ase no mo kan tankase agu ne so ewo sebe program bi ase aman tankase na asem no aba beduru bu abasa anim ati se fekure ya asem ye bia beduru ade so aba anim yo ye frɛ no a meba ene echina sei sa almost 7 months ni onfa mebo so onu mu so mu frɛ na on pass and papa bianca. They don't have any option than say omodi asem no fake you no dey asem no wakobo hene go to for ntam yen kan hye ye no ene na ma nya omo frɛ na eti fake you ne frɛ wa ontimi nkasa wo mo o ma yo wa na utu amana ombekɔ akobo hene ma ne se wo so ma edi enti no ma ye kan tankasi gu so wo dey aboso wo mfa mo so utra ye ya ube ya beju akonwa ko wati enti antam so enye the substantive issue no say oye de sia na onya de sio uti enti antankasi no so a akonwa betimi abon me nka se na pa akoso hene waye oyare on de minim ena ma me nka se ne yare na oyare no sa wo yare na wo sere kwaya ye wa huduo mienu ebi wa na ho dodo na otwe bi na bi abosumi mienu bi wuntimi ma ufekuo no etimi gina wa nam so ne ho dodo no sere kwa ama wo but se be cha ye ne de wo ba ahinimu tumfu anim na ufekuo na di wanim se o yale ebi a wo hene wada romana na asmesi a wo somo o yare enti bia abosome be yini oje yalesa ntu yesera kwa ama o ho towa se wo sa ba na fekuo ndo ko na okoda otumfu ase eyi wo ho kire ansa na officially wo bibia wetimi aye ni yie but also what you say enti se wasere kwa asa wo yale a na pa akoso won yale Now my hini mu fa ho mekere wo hene a. Untimi involve wo into any activities bia ye ba be bon kro wo mu. In all these things nananim onim de. Enti megidi say a photo na team legal wife there man no. Omfa na mfa ni china. And I can assure you say nana will appear on committee. No Nyankopon ya adum fiada. Obeba. Enti sa de no amu yes so. Obeba. What you mark my way say nana be say makura na be emergency be said there. Na no say no e bi makura na. Ni nsia na emu e bi ani kunta na oba ni bi baba. Ma bi da bi gire so no a bi obaba. 100% sure. Enti ma on tie nkwadaa no mugu media na so na enko na yama na enko wo be twa so ma na enko onim de obeko enti aya adisua na ye nyina yesua firi mu se entankesi asem da ho a untimi ntwa mfantankesi no nko ye bibia untimi ntwi mfantankesi ne so Ena ebusua panyini aka ya ne ya kan nyina wo hene atamfo do so chance o ton